immigrants, even illegal immigrants, welcoming them in, even inducing and seducing them with gift baskets. Come on over the border and here's a gift basket of teddy bears and soccer balls.
Should we get one of those fruit baskets for Speaker Johnson? Because boy, he's had a rough week.
Oh, I put together the most fun video at my channel that I just so enjoyed doing, all about, it should have just been called, "Hello, Mike, it's me, God," or something of that nature.
Moses, this is the Lord thy God commanding you to obey my law. Do you hear me?
Yes, I hear you, I hear you. A deaf man could hear you.
What?
This isn't to insult people who believe in reasonable, meditating, believing in a higher power religion. More people that think that God is telling them they're Moses. I have news for you. Like, if the guy said that aliens told him he was Moses, we probably would put him in a sanitarium. But somehow he says it's God who's talking to him. And if God was talking to him, wow, I think God punked him, would be my answer, because he didn't part the Red Sea. He did part the Republican caucus, though. That was nicely done.
Here we are, the Red Sea. Now all we got to do is swim across.
I didn't bring my trunks.
I don't want to step on a shell.
I can't get water in my ears.
I ate 20 minutes ago.
You know what they flush in Cairo ends up right here.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
And then he lost on the Israel bill. I mean, did you know that he lost more bills in one night than Nancy Pelosi did in the whole last term?
Wow. I didn't realize Moses looked at his son's porn history. Anyway,
Moses, it's little known, and it was made out of stone, and I think they had to use an abacus or something.
All pay heed. The Lord Jehovah has given unto you these 10 commandments for all to obey.
He had a porn monitor on his son's tablet, and it really was an actual tablet. So I mean, that's what I mean. How do you even talk about these people? The other day, Marjorie Taylor Greene is talking about, she's talking about, well, we can't let the people into our porches of entry. We have porches of entry now. We don't have ports of entry. They're porches where apparently you sit down, you get in a rocking chair, and then you come into the country. I mean, how do you deal with morons like this, with religious zealots and idiots and Karens like her? I mean, I just the people, they're not sending us their best, Matt. They're just not.
Well, and it's one of those things. Trump is the catalyst, as I mentioned on that video. Trump is the catalyst here.
Yes.
And as long as he can hold together this cohesive group of the deplorables, that this is where they're at. The good news is that the court did rule, the appeals court, and that DC appeals ruling was pretty airtight. Yeah, no, you can't be the president of the United States and have absolute immunity. That's just, you can't be in charge of the laws and then basically be able to break them left and right. That's
they'd not come to that decision. We should just give up on democracy.
Yes, I agree.
I mean, you see, the thing is, and you were 100% right in that video, but as I was trying to say with Gingrich and Palin and these people that along the way, if you've got a strong immune system, you're going to be okay against a lot of viruses. But if for 30 years that immune system has been weakened by one con man and woman after another, one self-enriching, one religious zealot, one complete crackpot. I mean, they had somebody on TV as early as 2010 having to tell us that she didn't really think she was a witch. Do you remember that? I mean,
yes. I'm not a witch.
This has been going on for a while now. And they've been getting stupider and stupider and more zealous about their insane religion. They spend their time attacking extremists in the Muslim religion, and somehow they don't see the similarity of the rights of women and other things that they want to take away, that the people they're attacking want to take away, right? I mean, I've just what do you say? I kind of run out of it's the same words over and over again. I have to find new metaphors for the word stupid to describe these people. They can't run the House. They're clearly ill-equipped to. I mean, I don't know that most of them could handle a Cinnabon like our good friend Saul did. I don't know if you didn't watch Better Call Saul, you may not get that one. But I mean, they're going to run the House of Representatives. They don't know what the hell they're doing. They don't know what they believe in. They know what they're against, which is everything they're jealous of, everything they resent. Anything modern, essentially. which means not white, straight, male. I mean, they're against everything, but they don't have a program. They have a set of policies. And then guess what? They demand these changes on what we do around the border. Democrats, for like the 5th time in the last 15 years, met with them, came up with a bipartisan proposal, just like they've done so many times in the past. And like so many times in the past, Republicans couldn't take yes for an answer because that's who they are.
Yeah. And you see the downfall of even guys like McConnell, who were, 20 years ago, one of the more far right guys there. And now he's not nearly far right enough. What was it? One of the senators said he wanted to kick him like a dog yesterday or today. Today was
a great thing to be saying about other senators, right? Because that doesn't encourage violence. But that's a classic example, right? Because they had Lamar Alexander, who, again, became like our senator here, Rob Portman, was somebody who was moderate-ish and became an absolute coward when it came to Trump, refused to impeach, refused to do anything, enabled all the worst people. But Lamar Alexander, you could say, at least had some decency somewhere to him. And then he gets replaced by this complete idiot. And that's been the story, right? I mean, who do we think is going to replace Mitt Romney from Utah? Somebody a lot closer to Mike Lee. Yeah. I mean, that's what we're getting, I mean, it just is it's just a continual spiral downward. And so, I mean, I really hope enough of American people look at all of this. And again, some of those numbers, those exit polls, which are the only kind I trust anymore, because they're actual humans who are walking out from having voted, who said things like that 43%, who said they would, of Nikki Haley voters who said they'd vote for Biden over Trump, like the 1/3 who said they wouldn't, of Republicans who said they wouldn't vote for Trump if he ended up being convicted, which I promise you he will, of at least one thing. Well, then, maybe there'll be such an overwhelming butt kicking like we had in the 1930s and the 1860s and these past periods of time when the nuts have sort of, the barbarians have gotten to the gate and we needed a complete reset by kicking them all out. That's where we are.
And that's indeed where we are. And we definitely need to clean out this mess. And it is getting worse and worse. And until we, as you said at the beginning, knock Trump down, this is going to go on. So we got to do that this year. Cliff Schechter, once again, the Blue Amp YouTube channel. Cliff, my show's better with you on it. Thank you much, sir.
Thanks, buddy. Always a pleasure.
Take a break. Come back. It's the Matt McNeil Show.